Maritime Morning with Jordi Morgan on News 95.7.
Cliff doors creak and the tombstones quake.
Boots come out for swing and wake.
Happy haunts materialize.
And begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Welcome back to the Halloween edition of Maritime Morning. Marvin Nash, the co-founder of Paranormal Researchers of Fredericton, is on the line with me. Marvin, I understand that you were in Neptune Theatre this month, or just in October.
That was actually Bondo, our other co-founder. She went down to a Paranormal Research Society gathering and met a bunch of people down there. I'm not sure if that was the one with Zach Baggins or with Chip Coffey, but she likes to attend these other events that occur with other people coming in, lectures, and it's a great way to learn new tips, techniques, and find out what the rest of the world's up to as far as paranormal.
Now, you're a nonprofit, so I mean, you're not doing this for the dough.
No,
you're not trying to hose people out of cash by telling them that they have ghosts, right? If somebody seriously thought that they had some sort of paranormal activity going on in their house or their business, they call you up, and then what do you do?
Well, they'll give us a call or an email, and what we'll do is we'll record the data and the events that they have to date, and we won't necessarily push for an investigation. What we'll do is we'll do some research on the property. We'll take a look at the claims, and we'll see if there's any way that this kind of thing can be explained either environmentally or naturally or structurally. And if we do come up with some ideas, we'll contact the people, and we'll get them to check these things out first. The percentage of contacts that actually make it to a full out investigation would be less than 10%. Most can be solved or figured out or piece given to the client just by going through a series of checks and looks, and just making sure that the stairs are creaking because it's an old house, and not that somebody's following them up the stairs. It's just the little things like that. And sometimes people just want to get these stories off their chest, and that's something we like to do. We like to collect as much data as we can, not just for the area, but all over the province with regards to paranormal activity. That way, if somebody does call us and says, "Hey, I've seen a two-headed dog walking down the street at midnight," and somebody else a year ago called us and said, "Look, there's this two-headed dog, eating pumpkins in my garden." We can go back and take a look and see if this kind of thing is happening, and how often and where.
It sounds like fun.
It actually is. It's very, very, very entertaining, and it's actually quite rewarding too. Just when you get somebody's child who can't sleep because they really think there's somebody under their bed or whatever, and mom or dad needs to kind of justify putting them to sleep at a certain time. It may help out to have a paranormal investigator come in, look in the closet, and look under the bed, and say, "No, you're clean."
What's the creepiest thing that you've encountered? I mean, what's the weirdest thing that you couldn't explain that you've
Personally,
encountered?
It was actually being touched. It was being touched on my right forearm, feeling the pressure of my arm being squeezed from on the top and on the bottom. So I knew I wasn't just brushing up against something. I was literally being, just like somebody was squeezing my arm trying to get my attention. And that was quite possibly the weirdest thing I've encountered personally.
Where did that happen?
That again happened at the community kitchen, and oddly enough, very close to where we did the light flashlight session.
So you think that there's something there, but you don't know what it is.
According.
I mean, if you feel like you've been touched by something, then obviously there must be something. You must feel like there's something going on there.
Yeah, and the skeptic in me tells me no, that was your muscles retracting, nerves. You're thinking this because of adrenaline or something, and maybe it didn't happen. That's the other thing that goes through my mind is maybe it didn't happen. Maybe you thought it happened, but then getting high EMF readings in the area and the flashlight test coming out so positive. Maybe it's time for me to take off my skeptic coat and. Maybe look at purchasing a believer coat.
Have you, or would you go and spend the night there by yourself alone?
If I had equipment, yes, certainly. Otherwise,
what kind of equipment? Like a Ghostbusters gun? No, what kind of
pack? I'd go anywhere with a proton pack. I'd go anywhere with a proton pack. But
don't cross the streams. I know.
Yeah. I would certainly go in there if I had a video camera and I could document anything that happened. I'd certainly love to just go in and spend the night. And we do have an open invitation to come back as well from George. It's probably something that we will do in the near future and hopefully get some more results.
Marvin, it sounds very interesting. I really appreciate you taking some time and joining us to talk about this today. Okay.
No problem. Thanks a lot for calling us, Jordi.
That is the co-founder of the Paranormal Researchers of Fredericton, Marvin Nash, joining us on the phone this morning. Thanks very much. Do you believe in ghosts, Todd?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe in ghosts. I know ghosts exist.
Oh, please.
What are you talking about, please? What's with the dismissive tone?
The old CFBC building, there used to be the senator that used to clump around in there in St. John.
I lived in a house that was haunted. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Listen, why are you so dismissive about this? You asked me a question,
if somebody could
I offer you an answer, and you have a dismissive tone. If I would have agreed with you, I would have been a great guy.
No, look, I understand that some people believe deeply in this stuff.
It's not.
I think that's fine.
Listen, I had a home, and I'm not kidding.
Boo.
That was haunted.
Boo. Was it?
Come on.
What?
You want to marginalize this, then fine.
What was it? What was the spirit that was haunting your house?
I you know what? I didn't see it.
I had an old girlfriend that used to haunt mine.
I didn't see it, but I felt it.
Yeah,
you think I'm crazy, don't you?
No, I don't think you're crazy. I think you're a little misguided.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean you felt it? What, you got a chill up the back of your neck?
Yeah, I had some moments in which it was something didn't feel right. I don't know what else to say. I'm not kidding. It was an old home.
It's funny it doesn't happen in like duplexes, new ones, does it?
Well
maybe it does.
You're right. Maybe, who knows? But nonetheless.
Okay, so what have you got? What have you got going for Halloween? Boo.
Oh. Okay. Nonetheless, listen. On another note, Jordi, a Facebook page. All right, a Facebook page is set up, which is asking for students at NBCC St. John to celebrate, to mark Remembrance Day in a way which I think is disgraceful. And it's a pub crawl, 11 pubs in 11 hours.
A Remembrance Day pub crawl.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely disgraceful. And we're going to talk about that and all the reasons why. Also, an author on today, Paul Litz, wrote a interesting take on John Turner's career in politics. That and lots more coming up. And believe me, Jordi, it's true. Ghosts exist.
Boo. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Okay. Have a great day. Have a very happy and safe Halloween. I'm Jordi Morgan. This is Maritime Morning.